In the sweltering heat of a midsummer afternoon, the small town of Willow Creek lay ensconced in a blanket of oppressive humidity. The sun blazed down mercilessly, casting long shadows that seemed to dance ominously in the shimmering haze. Despite the stifling air, children played in the streets, their laughter echoing through the quiet neighborhood. But beneath the facade of normalcy, whispered rumors and chilling tales lurked, waiting to be unearthed like buried secrets. In the heart of Willow Creek stood a dilapidated mansion, its once grand facade now marred by time and neglect. The locals whispered tales of the family that had once inhabited its cursed halls. A family shrouded in darkness and tragedy. The Harringtons, they were called, and their story was one of madness and despair. Legend had it that the patriarch, Jonathan Harrington, had made a pact with the devil himself in exchange for wealth and power. But as with all deals made in the shadows, there was a price to pay. The Harringtons fell victim to a curse that twisted their minds and consumed their souls, driving them to unspeakable acts of horror. It was said that on hot summer nights, the mansion came alive with eerie lights and ghostly whispers. Those brave, or foolish, enough to venture near reported seeing shadows moving within its decaying walls, and hearing the anguished cries of the damned echoing through the stillness of the night. Among the locals, there was a tale that sent shivers down the spine of even the most skeptical. It was whispered in hushed tones, passed down through generations like a macabre heirloom. They called it the Summer of Shadows. It was the summer of 1978 when the nightmare began. The town was in the grip of a relentless heat wave, the air heavy with the promise of impending doom. It started innocently enough. A few missing pets, strange noises in the night, but soon escalated into a full-blown reign of terror. It was on a sweltering July evening that young Sarah Jenkins vanished without a trace. She had been playing in the woods near the Harrington mansion, her laughter ringing out like a bell in the stillness of the summer air. But when night fell, she failed to return home, leaving her frantic parents to search desperately for any sign of their beloved daughter. As the days turned into weeks, more children began to disappear, each one vanishing without a trace. The town was gripped by fear, and whispers of the Harrington curse grew louder with each passing day. The local authorities were powerless to stop the tide of terror that swept through Willow Creek, their efforts thwarted at every turn by forces beyond their understanding. But amidst the chaos and despair, there were those who refused to surrender to fear. A small group of brave souls banded together, determined to uncover the truth behind the horrors that plagued their town. Among them was Emily Baxter, a young woman with a keen mind and a fierce determination to uncover the secrets of the Harrington mansion. Together, they delved into the dark history of the Harrington family, unearthing long-buried secrets and forbidden knowledge. They discovered ancient tomes hidden within the mansion's walls, their pages filled with arcane symbols and cryptic incantations. And as they pieced together the puzzle of the Harrington curse, they uncovered a truth more terrifying than they could have ever imagined. The Harringtons had made a deal with a being older than time itself, a being hungry for souls to feed its insatiable appetite for darkness. In exchange for power beyond mortal comprehension, they had agreed to sacrifice the souls of their descendants, condemning them to an eternity of torment and despair. But the curse had grown stronger with each passing generation, its malevolent influence spreading like a cancer throughout the town. And now it hungered for more than just the souls of the Harringtons. It hungered for the souls of the innocent, the souls of the children who had unwittingly stumbled into its grasp. As the summer wore on, the town descended further into madness, its streets haunted by the shadows of the past. Emily and her companions raced against time to break the curse before it consumed them all, but their efforts seemed futile in the face of such overwhelming evil. Then, one fateful night, as the moon hung low in the sky and the air crackled with the promise of a coming storm, Emily made a discovery that would change everything. Hidden within the depths of the mansion's labyrinthine tunnels, she found the source of the curse, a doorway to the realm of the ancient being that had wrought such devastation upon Willow Creek. With the help of her companions, Emily prepared to confront the creature head-on. armed with nothing but her wits and a fierce determination to save her town from destruction. As they ventured deeper into the darkness, they were met with horrors beyond comprehension, twisted creatures that lurked in the shadows, waiting to drag them down into the depths of despair. But Emily refused to back down, her resolve unshakable in the face of such overwhelming evil. With each step she took, she felt the weight of the curse pressing down upon her, threatening to consume her very soul. But she pressed on, driven by a single, unyielding purpose: to banish the darkness from Willow Creek once and for all. Finally, they reached the heart of the maze, where the ancient being waited, its form shrouded in darkness. With a defiant cry, Emily confronted the creature, her voice ringing out in the stillness of the chamber. She spoke words of power, words that had been passed down through generations, words that held the key to breaking the curse that had plagued Willow Creek for so long. And as she spoke, a blinding light erupted from the depths of the chamber, illuminating the darkness with its brilliance. The ancient being screamed in agony as the light washed over it, its form dissolving into nothingness as the curse was broken once and for all. As dawn broke over the horizon, Willow Creek lay bathed in the warm glow of the morning sun, its streets silent once more. The nightmare was finally over, and the town was free from the grip of the darkness that had threatened to consume it. But as the townsfolk emerged from their homes to greet the new day, they knew that the horrors of the past would never truly be forgotten. The shadows of the summer sun would always linger, a reminder of the darkness that lay just beyond the edges of their reality, waiting to be unleashed once more.